football players, and some of you here in the community have lived here most of your life, know a guy who played football here called Jesse Hacker, who passed away in a car accident, and we thought it would be fit to rename this award as the Jesse Hacker All-Heart Award. And the person who's handing out this award is Coach Brett Baker.
Like Coach Stewart said, this award recognizes or is in memory of Jesse Hacker. That's what it's named for. He's an outstanding football player and a great person.
All right, as I said before, the kid that's going to win this, he couldn't have the yards this year if he didn't have them offensive line up front before him. But we got to that last game of the season, really excited, wanted to get him. I think it was about another 60 some odd yards to rush for 1,000. Why is that so neat? It's neat for that player, number one, but it's also very good for the offensive linemen that all their hard work they did to get 1,000-yard rusher. I do believe, and Nathan will probably tell you too, it didn't work out, but I don't think it wasn't because of the lack of effort. It was more that the heck about it. I think it was the end of the third quarter, he was on a knee and throwing up on the sideline. I think he was a little sick, and that wasn't, it's kind of one of those bad situations being senior here, about 60 yards away from getting that 1,000 yards. And all of us coaches wanted him to get it. We wanted the offensive line to get that for them too, and it just didn't work out. I think he ended up the season with, Coach Gary, correct me if I'm wrong, somewhere around 940, 960. You probably know too, Nathan. But without this guy, as we tell the kids for this, vote for the MVP. What's somebody that you couldn't do without offensively? You made a big impact, and the kids voted on for this year is MVP of offense goes to Nathan Fritz. With that comes Coach Z and the MVP of defense.
Let me tell you a quick story. Hopefully this makes the point. It could be way off, and I apologize. So I'm talking to this guy I know from a local town, coaches football, and he's one of those guys that tells you something just to tell you. He doesn't really care what you say. So he's like, gosh, Coach, we were young this year. We started 6 juniors. Coach, I started 3 sophomores. We only had 2 seniors, and I'm just looking at him, and I want to tell him, well, we started 3 sophomores, 2 freshmen, 3 juniors, and 2 seniors at times. Sometimes a junior or senior rotated that other spot. In fact, at a key moment against Dupo, I looked at Coach Kanaki and I go, are there any seniors out there? And there weren't. We have a humongous group coming back, and I couldn't be more excited about it. And obviously I'm excited a lot of the time. But I asked a lot of these guys. We have a huddle online system. I put up clips on Sunday night during the season. I ask them to watch them, and quite a few guys do. We have a meeting every Wednesday morning. Some of you people are probably like, there's the guy that had the meetings, and I had to get my son to school by 7:30 or he locked the door. That's all true. Yeah, I did lock the door. I apologize. But I really asked a lot of them. And on defense, with as many young guys as we were playing, and I was really happy that the kids voted this way, there's one guy that set the whole thing up. And I demanded him to know the looks that the offense was running, that if it's in this look, if there's 3 guys on this side, then we have to check for this. If there's a blitz call, you got to check for this. And he had a band, and we called it off the band, and he did a great job for us. And I'm really, really excited that next year he's back, and we got a lot of guys back, because I think the future is extremely bright for our defense and for this kid, and that's Jake Holman.